Oh, and this is another knife I use, but this is just my, my straight up. This is actually cold steel here. This knife. This knife is cold steel. I just thought I'd throw that in there. No, this one is my only cold steel knife right here. Very simplistic knife, not extravagant. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go into it. Why not? Let's just talk about this chick. I don't know, man. I kind of fucking am falling for another chick. Possibly not gonna be in my best interest. Just don't know. I mean, look, I was subbed to Cool Taste because he's a freaking funny character, okay? And I unsubbed when I found he's gay. But once the woman came on, now I resubbed. Because now there's a woman I can look at, and that is more attractive for me to go to his site, because then I can listen to Cool Taste on the side while I'm looking at the chick, you know what I mean? And she's a good narrator. She's like a narrator for a blind person. So another reason why I resubbed is because, he's blind. He just became blind. He got a chemical sprayed in his face when he was young. He also he developed blindness. So I don't know how that actually, she explained it. He had a couple things happen. One, he got sprayed with a chemical, and then he got MS. So, hey, look, man, I don't hate on people because they're gay. I just don't prefer to be around gay people. It's simple. It's that simple. I don't mind talking to them and stuff. And shooting the shit even, maybe for a while, just treat them like normal human beings. But I'm not a big fan of watching anything from homosexuals. So once I figured that out, that he has a chick on there, I fucking went right back to the channel. So yeah, sue me. I'm interested in the chick, okay? And this isn't some chick overseas or anything crazy. It's just a chick that is attractive. And she's not like hating on people when they do a little trolling. She won't even, just so far, at least, yeah, maybe she just doesn't want to get involved in it. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, she's pretty cool. She's very good at narrating his show. You might as well call it a show because the guy's only got 2,000 subs, but he's got a shitload of people coming in as if he had 80,000 subs. So, well, just the chick being there is enough for me to go back. And I ain't kidding you, all right? Once in a while, this speaks down here. I don't have to do any speaking. My fucking cock speaks. It has its own intellectual suffice it, personality, if you will. It even has its own personality. Yeah, my cock does the talking for me. And if it starts to get fucking heated up and starts to get jumbled and big inside my pants, I know that's for a reason. So I'm cheers to Cool Taste for having a chick. And hopefully she's on camera every fucking time, too. She's just she looks like an intellectual person. Yeah, and she's pretty too. She's got a very unusual, almost backdrop, but yeah, she's pretty. She looks like she could be a paramedic. I'm just saying. That hair, she got the paramedic chick's hair, type of shit. But yeah, I was giving them. I was doing a little. Look, man. I'll be honest. Cool Taste is I don't even know if he's gay. Actually, I don't even know. Somebody said on what he did a video. Somebody may have cut it weird or something. It sounded like he said he was gay. So I unsubbed for that reason. But now I see as a chick on there, I'm gonna fucking go on every time now because I like women. So. But Cool Taste is all right. I mean, as far as gay guys go, I guess, he smokes a lot of weed. He has MS and he's blind. But he's doing pretty good. If he got a chick sitting next to him like that, it's all good. We like that shit. Cool Taste. Keep it up. And don't take her off camera for nothing or, I'll unsub again. All right? Yeah, you don't have to see someone naked to pop a woody. I mean, you just see a chick, and that's all it takes. The fucking dick speaks for itself. Has its own personality. Anyway, so yeah, I was talking about. Look. I go to some fucking weird channels sometimes just to investigate what's this cat up to. Why does he got all these people coming in his live stream? He's only got 2,000 subs. He had 1,000 a month ago. What the fuck is going on here? So, well, hey, I don't know, but I can tell you one thing. He's got a promoter, that chick. She's promoting him, and that's a good thing because you know what? If I have to look directly at a gay guy, I prefer not to, and just kind of veer over and look at the fucking heterosexual chick, because then I'm interested in that. And you know, and I can't say anything bad about his channel now. Well, I never did, but I mean, just other than that, supposedly he's gay, but I don't know if that's true, and I really don't care. The chick now is number one when I go to his channel. If she disappears, I fucking disappear. Oh well. Yeah, man, you know, fucking once in a while you run into a chick on YouTube and you're like, yeah, you know, I want to get in their pants. Seriously, you want to get in their pants, investigate that ass and shit, you know? What can I say? I mean, I'm just being brutally honest. So yeah, I guess that's what this is about. So Cool Taste, I'll just keep reiterating, no one's coming in, but reiterating, a nice looking chick on Cool Taste show. Now, of course, Cool Taste is, I thought he was going to be doing videos out of that apartment with a tripod all the time, but if he's got a chick on there in a nice little clean little motorhome, yeah, man, I want to talk about that. Let's see what's up there. She can come in, she can email me. I'll give her my email address right fucking now. I can travel up there too. I can go to Idaho if you want me to. I mean, if you want me to. I wouldn't do it unless you wanted to. Yeah. What's up, bro? Yeah, that chick is got me interested. I popped a Woody right away. Now there's three in out of nowhere. All of a sudden there's three in. Wake to Dead. Cheers, bro. Yeah, I'm just talking about this chick on I guess he's a gay guy. His channel. I didn't know. I just was on there because he looked like a stoner, and I was watching him. But the chick he's got on there now. Fuck, I don't even care about what he does. Now I'm looking at the chick. I'm interested in fucking her. So, I mean, seriously, it's a heart attack. I ain't gonna lie. I'm interested in fucking her. She looks like a paramedic or some shit. But I would fucking do her in a heartbeat. Probably, unless she got some really weird downside. It doesn't look like it, though. She kind of reminds me, she kind of got the tomboy Jodie Foster kind of fucking effect out of her voice, but it's feminine. It's just like she's very up there. Seems like she's managing her words really well. So I don't know, man. She's made his channel all of a sudden change over to mostly her talking, and because he doesn't talk much, and that makes the fucking channel work out a lot better. So I hope she doesn't go anywhere, and she doesn't want to live in a motorhome anymore. She can come to my channel. Yeah, man. Cheers. Yeah, I'm just drinking some coffee back. What are you doing, man? Are you still there? What are you doing? Wake to Dead. Are you going to talk back? Are you fucking drinking beer or? Yeah, you know, once in a while you go to a channel and that's how it is. Next thing you know, you're fucking popping a Woody to some chick on there and you're fucking going, holy shit, she's not even nude? And I'm popping a Woody. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, man, a lot of drinking channels like Luke Aguilera, Wake the Dead. Have you ever gone to him? Checked him out? I don't know. As far as I know, I think he's got a deal with the vendor in some state to send him all the out-of-date country club malt liquors, and his whole freezer is full of them. Country club malt liquors. And I don't know, some people say it's not tasty, and other people say it's tasty, and I don't know if I've ever, I know I don't think I've ever had one. Never had a hurricane. Don't think I've had a hurricane. 5, is your ear giving you a problem? Hold on. Is your ear giving you a problem? Hold on. We'll fix it. There you go. Yeah, man. So, other people would say, oh, yeah, she ain't attractive and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, I mean, that's because I've been around the block and always somebody's going to criticize your viewpoint on what is pretty or not. So I'm already bracing for that. Somebody's going to come on and say, that chick ain't pretty or some stupid shit, but it don't matter. I like women when my dick fucking reacts. I like women when my dick pops up first before I'm even thinking about dating them. When that happens, then yeah, I'm fucking into it. And just the sheer fact that she is promoting a gay guy that he doesn't even, I don't even know if he is gay. I really don't care. But I mean, just the sheer fact that I know he won't fuck her, probably, because he may be gay. I think he is gay. But the point is this, that chick ain't gonna get fucked by him. So if she's available, I'd like to find out. You know what I mean? I'd like to find out. I do fucking, if I'm gonna troll, it's to troll to say, hey man, you're sexy, give me, but I didn't give him my email and get too into it. How about you, Wake the Dead? When's the last time you tried to score online, dude? Huh? Straight from a YouTube channel to boot. Are you shitting and drinking, or are you just drinking? Because you're awful quiet for somebody drinking. Sometimes when you're shitting and drinking, then you're way less talkative. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's really hard to hold a conversation when your fucking shit is halfway out, pinching a loaf. No, actually, I have no problems ordering a pizza while shitting, anything. I even saw a German Shepherd with his leash still attached running down the street into a 2-lane highway. And I was on there a phone with a pizza guy. But what could I do? I fucking dog ended up getting killed. What do you want me to do? Run after somebody's rogue ass fucking German Shepherd? I tried to call it over, and that was it. Next day, big blood spot about a couple hundred yards down the street. Giant blood spot. I knew it was going to happen. Well, what the fuck are you going to do, Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there for a reality check. Yeah, no, she just, I'm not over infatuated. I just want to see if I can get my dick and slide it in there. That's about it. So, I don't know, like the dead, have you ever had a chick on the internet? I've never even tried to get a chick on the internet. This would be probably, I haven't even tried yet, so officially I haven't. Yeah, officially I have not tried to get a chick on the internet. Technically. Yeah. Well, anyway, what can I say, man? Some people, like my brother Peter, man, he fucking fucks when he gets a chick, but he's so volatile. His personality isn't copacetic for any chick in a relationship. So he's pretty much a hermit by proxy. That's what he is. A hermit by proxy. But, he could get chicks if he wanted them. He's just such a fucking volatile son of a bitch. No chick wants to deal with that. Where's my joint? God damn it! Fucking, type of shit. Now, I get mad, but not at somebody. Now, I have stole a couple joints from him before, and he kicked my head in, but hard. He kicked my fucking, when I was a little one, too, man. Like, fucking, I was like 7. I stole the two joints from him, and he kicked my fucking head in for that. And he was a adult, a fucking huge adult, like 16 years old, kicked my fucking head in, 17 years old. Fuck. Yeah, he kicked my fucking head in for that. But hey, he got me on marijuana, so why else would I be stealing from him? Maybe because you shouldn't be giving fucking little kids marijuana, I guess. I don't know, but he got me addicted to it. And when I tried to steal a little from him to get myself high, I got my head kicked in for that. But yes, I do like the chick from Cool Taste. I resubbed. I unsubbed because I thought maybe he's a wishy-washy. I don't know if he's gay or not. Really don't care. But the chick, I all of a sudden like the chick on his stream. Hopefully she'll show her face more often. You know? She is a little bit strange, but so that's what made my dick hard, I guess. I don't know. But she's very on point when she's talking. So obviously she's not strange. She's not fucking strange. She's fucking pretty smart, I think, actually. She reminds me of like a Jodie Foster with dark hair. That's kind of, but a little bit tomboyish, but still female and still fuck. Yeah, I fuck her. Pretty much I can tell she's not fat. So I already know. I mean, I've seen her moving around a little. It doesn't matter. Sometimes the chicks that were a little extra fat are good too. I mean, you can't deny a fucking nice looking chick if you're fucking a heterosexual. You can't deny it. When your dick starts to move, you know right away. You didn't even have to fucking develop an interest in her yet. And your dick's already popping up out of your pants, And she's not even undressed. Now, when that happens, it's usually, right on. I'm usually right on tap when that shit happens. I know exactly what the outcome would be. I get it? Pun intended. But yeah, no, just very cute eyebrows, very wide apart, and very, definitely not, just almost vintage face, like not necessarily of a modern day, what people consider a beautiful woman and porno and shit, not necessarily, but yes, definitely she could do porno, definitely. But it's just different, just one of those different looking chicks. Some of those pornos with those chicks that have that different feature to them that that aren't usual. Sometimes that extra little feature makes your dick even harder while you're fucking them. Just that extra, especially if there's a mirror and you can see their face. I'm just glad I'm not Liberace, okay? I like the girl on this show, and that's about as far right now as it's gonna go. If she's in right now, man, say something, because you can always detach me. You could block me and say I'm a weirdo or whatever. In the meantime, hey, you might want to get laid or something. You never know. If she's on right now, because I did say in the description, cool taste, and I'm into the chick, yeah. But anyway, so just thought I'd do that, a little bit of a stream. Might as well get some more coffee. Just hang, chill out with me, man. Drink your beers. Have a good day. Have a good night, wherever you are. And contingents of whoever, wherever of the world that you may be in. The locality, the prized locality where you abide. So yeah, I'm fucking into it, look, I can't control my fucking dick. It fucking moves in my pants when I see certain chicks. I have no way of knowing why. It's just, other than maybe that, I want to fuck her. Yeah, I think I was probably the only one on there that seriously had a fucking movement down here with my dick. I was like, fuck, man, am I going to have to start jacking off? It's not even nude. I have jacked off to chicks that are not nude before. I ain't fucking kidding, man. I mean, I saw a chick once, her ass was so fucking fine, and she was bending over, and you just couldn't lose. You had to go in the restroom and jack off to whatever visual you just caught, time to jack off, Fucking, my bathroom is fucking 10 feet from here, and that chick's ass was outstanding. When she bent over, I could almost see her asshole just shining through her fucking jeans or whatever she was wearing, because they were like skinny jeans, fucking shrink to fit, all that. You could basically see the little area where her asshole was, right, in contrast to where her pussy was. I just fucking had to go in the bathroom. This was my dad's lighting company. And then there's this other woman that, she was not attractive, but I ain't gonna lie, she had a fucking nice ass and butt and pussy area. She used to sit at the bus stop with her legs spread, so from across, I could look in there at that shit, and it'd be like, I'd be pumping Woody on, go, dude, you would not fuck her, she's ugly. But, my dick was still reacting to it, because it was like, hey, man, that's a free clit shot right there. You can see her pussy's hair hanging out and everything. and your butt cheeks. And my brother used to point it out for me, and I'd laugh, we'd laugh. But at the same time, nobody knows. I got to go jack off now because, she overshowed her vaginal location. And you could see the fucking pussy wetness through that shit. But then another time I had a secretary when I was a janitor, and she used to do the same thing. She would sit down with her chair out of the desk so you could look right up her skirt. She was older, but she was pretty, but she was like, nah, in her maybe her 40s. She's pretty old, but she wasn't in super great shape, but she had a straight up fucking, I've been fucking guys forever type body, and you just would immediately get a hard on if you saw her fucking doing that. And she knew it. She did that shit on purpose. And of course, I used to have other women do that while I was on duty, trying to see if they could make me copper rise while I'm fucking doing my job. I have had that. Of course, they would deny it or some shit. If you were to call them on it, no, I'm not. You're such a bullshit. You're a liar. You're just a misogynist. Who knows what they'll come out their mouth, but you know exactly what they were doing. It's just like this one chick, Brandy, another secretary at this, it was a tape distributor for education. And she had a big fucking beautiful ass. But, she was kind of like, I don't know, she just looked like she did too much coke or something. I don't know what the fucking deal was, but she had dark rings in her eye. But you know what, man? That ass was spoke for itself. And she invited me over one day, and because, she could tell that I was not going to fucking take any of this I don't want to fuck shit from her. I just went up to her and said, look, that's pretty simple, I've been looking at you. You obviously are looking back. Let's get together and fuck. And I didn't even talk to her. Like, hey, where are you from or any of that. I was just straight up. And then we went to her house, and then I started to fuck her because she basically just, all that stuff to give me my dick hard. And then I'm like, oh shit. All of a sudden she's like saying, no, I don't want to fuck all of a sudden. It's like, man, it's one of those chicks who was trying to get you to fucking mock rape them, but at the same time, they could also claim you raped them. I mean, I don't know. It's just like, yeah, get the guy's dick hard, make sure it's hard as fuck, and then act like you don't want it, and it'll be the best fuck you ever had. Maybe it's one of those chicks, mentally retarded, but at the same time, that's how they get off sometimes. Yeah. That's how they get off sometimes. They want to see you conclusively mock rape them. And I did, basically. I fucking said, fuck you, bitch. You ain't gonna do that to me. Fuck that. Open them, pull them underwear off. Fucking, we're fucking. And, and then she said, well, okay. I'm like, yeah, no fucking go that far with somebody. And that's the second chick that did that to me in my life. Right away, I'm like, no, that ain't gonna work. I have to fuck. You can't get a guy's dick hard, ready to fuck. And then all of a sudden, after he's got the rubber and look, man, she was saying no with the rubber on. I think she wanted me to take the rubber off and rape her. I swear to God, so she could have a kid. I swear to fucking God. That's what I think it might have been. Because I took her to a comedy club. She laughed. She was not laughing near as much as me. That was a good comedy show at the Maxim Hotel and Casino. About 10 different comedians. Funniest fucking show I ever went to. When I was done, she was looking at me like, God damn, you were laughing so hard in there. I was wondering if you were mentally okay. I was like, yeah, I was. Until I went there. Oh, shit. There wasn't even one comedian that did a shitty job. Anyway, she fell in love with me after that. And I think she just generally wanted to make sure she could secure the relationship by giving me a kid. So, that's what she wanted me to do, get the rubber off so she could have a kid. Brandy, that's her name. She was hottie, man. But she just had those black rings under her eyes. And it was a little bit offsetting, but, she was hot still. She had more of a next door neighbor type of features to her face. Not really super pretty like that, but really nice ass. Really fucking nice ass. The best one I ever had couldn't even get off on fucking cock. She said that, and this chick literally fucking fired on me. And she looked like Susan Lucci. I swear to God, but better than Susan Lucci. Back then, man, that chick looked so Italian and beautiful. Man, she made Susan Lucci look half-assed. And when I did end up fucking her, but I literally had to say, look, man, I know you can't get off on sex. And she explained it to me. She said, but she liked me. And she says, whatever it takes. She fucking did it all. She took everything off. I fucked her, even though she doesn't get off on sex. That's what you call a righteous woman right there. I mean, fucking, she doesn't even get off on sex, but she wants that dick for, because she still likes guys, Cheers. Cheers to her. And I think she may have got leukemia and died. I swear to God, I looked her up on Facebook, and so it looked like she had cancer. And oh man, just really tragic shit happens years later. And I was like, fuck, man, she was the best looking chick. And then when I walked into my house, people in my neighborhood, in my house, were shocked, but not really, because I was very handsome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm dapper, but they were shocked because, like, for my entire life, I've only driven illegally, when I was younger, and I really didn't ever have a car. If I did, it was for a short period of time. And fucking, it was people would flip out when I got chicks like that. They'd be like, how the hell? Well, what are you going to do without a car? How are you going to date her? Blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, hey, man, whatever, dude. I brought her here, didn't I? And I brought her here for over a week. But she dumped me because, probably she knew I was just going to be aggressively wanting to fuck all the time. And what does a chick that can't fucking get off on sex want to do? She probably doesn't want that all the time. So, I mean, I wasn't going to be able to come to a conclusion. So what I figured was she needs to see more money. So I went to Las Vegas, made money, lost touch with her, I made money. And now if I ever do get a chick, they can't say shit about me. I paid for a $13,000 water softener. I fucking, I got money. My house is probably worth $400,000 when it's, I fix it up a little. Maybe even more. I mean, it's 2,200 square feet. I bought it for 180 with tax, about 200. I am not a fucking homeless guy. I'm not a broke motherfucker. I got shit. If I want, I could have a fucking SUV. I could fucking have a car if I want. I just don't have that mindset. I'm not the same as everyone else. That's it. It's not that hard to figure out. It's not rocket science. I am just different. I don't like having, I'll get an Uber if I need to go somewhere. I'll take a bus. I'm very easy. I got used to ghetto life anyway when I was young because I had to go through the city where my dad's lighting store and fucking go for shit and fucking go back and forth. And trust me, man, you're dealing with fucking people homeless from St. Vincent's, and they were the most scariest kind of bums back then. They had tuberculosis and everything. I mean, they didn't have the same health regulations as they do today. Them motherfuckers were nasty bums, bro. But yeah, hey, I was nice to everyone. But I learned how to be street smart early, and I used to have to travel like that then. I fucking taking buses here and there. And then I worked for a mobster, or his dad was associated with a mob, and he worked in St. Louis, and that was a fucking straight up city job. And I worked that for a couple of years when I was older, and at that point I was kind of intimidating. I was big, I had muscles and thin waist, and scared shit out of even blacks. Would look at me like that white boy. I wouldn't even fuck with him. They wouldn't even fuck with me just based on I look like a black guy with white skin as far as my muscles go. I mean, I looked like fucking straight shredded, and they'd be like, "Holy shit!" But they can fucking gang fuck me over that way. They can fuck me, bang me on my head with a pistol, and a few more people, and they'd take me in no time. But no, they respected me for having the balls to walk around through their shit, their neighborhoods, whatever. I mean, I used to have to get out of a car in the worst fucking neighborhoods to do shit for my brother, transporting shit. And, just looking like somebody could take on somebody, being white in itself in a black neighborhood, and fucking, everyone's looking at you like, are you serious? You make it out here? I mean, some of them take offense to it. So, you just have to, what I used to do is I used to say, fucking just straight up, like treat everyone like, no big deal. Hey, what's up? What up? What up, dog? Like we used to jam at this gig, at this place called Bernard's Pub, and it was right in the middle of the street, blacks, nothing but black, all black. Okay, but Bernard's Pub was known for playing punk rock, and punk rock groups came and went there. But the blacks in the surrounding neighborhood, they were fucking, slowly but surely getting irritated by the fact that, and of course, but at the same time, not really, because what it did was it circulated white people and white girls through their neighborhood enough to entertain them visually, so they could go home and jack off or whatever, and maybe even rape a couple of them. But nonetheless, the white people that were circulating back and forth from Bernard's Pub was enough to, hey man, that's good, because really there's not a lot of business near these very decrepit black, I hate to say it, but black neighborhoods, only because St. Louis's planning has been shabby too. But a lot of the blacks and a lot of the whites moved out, and the blacks just were left over. It's not like it was their fault, but yeah, I mean, I fucking had to, some of them are crazy. Some of them will pull a gun on you and rob you in a heartbeat. We used to have them coming through our alley, and they would rob our cars without no fear during the daylight. And it's like, wait a minute, how did he do that? Well, don't you remember we went to lunch? It's like, fuck yeah, but that was only a half hour. What the fuck? Already stole our stereo and blah, blah. Yeah, man, them motherfuckers would break in. When they knew when you were going to lunch, they fucking had their intel. That's ghetto. When you know the intel of the other workers at some place, that's straight ghetto knowledge right there. It's very important. And also, they wouldn't rob a place unless it was like a Sunday. When I say rob, I mean as in lighting stuff inside our shop. Yeah, they're all, especially if you grew up near a lot of blacks like I did. Even though I grew up in a suburban, rich, relatively higher middle class, not far from there was straight up blacks. And, of course, what are you going to do? I mean, you get used to them in school and everything else. And it's not like unusual or foreign. It's just that they're going to treat you differently based on how their parents may have treated them. Hey, don't be nice to the white guys that follow the MO, N-word and this, that. And eventually it graduates from that into, in some cases they just hate the guts no matter what. And as a result, that is why blacks are extensively hypersensitive. By proxy, they were the most recent slaves. They don't think they were fairly treated after slavery. And then it just keeps snowballing until it becomes this overly hypersensitive faction. But it doesn't really mean they are like that normally. It means that they have been conditioned that way. Now they're fearful of losing whatever right they do have in the game. Unfortunately, a lot of them do not have the work ethic and training the fathers would provide in a black family because it's been disbanded. Most black men do not hang with their children. They fuck, have kids, and split. Even ask Judge Mathis. It's in the statistics. It's a bad thing, but it's because of the destitute locations, the low education probability, and of course, who raised them, which is probably just the mom. In many cases, the mom have to act like the dad and the mom, straight up ghetto, and make sure no one fucks with them. So they almost have to act gangster to be just a black mom in many cases. They have to literally carry a piece. They have to fucking protect their family, and there is no guy, and that's why shit goes fucking south all the time for black folks. It's not by their fault alone. It's, whatever condition, circumstance became theirs when they, inherited the same lands we got as a result of slavery. But it doesn't mean I agree with any of that. It's just back then, slavery was the minimum wage. Seriously, if you're a slave, you might know that they're going to be mistreating you on the way to the boats. Well, one thing you will rest assured, they'd probably tell you even, is, hey, you think we're bad and we're black just like you, wait till you get over to America. They will fucking put you up and you will have a farm to run and you will not be mistreated. There will be a few that will, but more likely you will fucking end up with a roof, food every day, and so forth. Because guess what? A slave cannot work unless he's not sick. A slave has to be fucking healthy. A slave that is a good slave, back then anyway, they have to fucking be fed, housed, kept from being sick, all that shit. So, when people say, oh, you treated them, they whipped them and shit. That's fucking, that shit's just proliferated through all the tendency of some of the bad owners and stuff. But the truth is, back then, the Persians were the first ones to fucking institute slavery, and the blacks just sold slaves to the Persians because they didn't care either, wherever it could stimulate their economy. And, in Africa back then, there was no stimulation of any economy. So obviously slavery would be like the first thing they would do to try to get money, food on their table. Yeah, sell slaves. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. It wasn't a cause of Europeans, though. That's what I need to say. It was not a cause. Europeans only caught on to, hey, the Persians get all these slaves and do this, that, and the other. Maybe we should try the same thing. And I'm sure people deliberated over it and said, no, then we'd have a bunch of black folks up in our grill. We can't do that. And then the other one said, and they were probably more like the Democrats, yeah, but we get better outcome, more production, better farms. We have more people to go to work. And, back then, and the mindset was, fuck it, slaves or not, yeah, that sounds good. That's just how it was. It sucks, but that's how it was. Now, it doesn't mean it didn't happen to white folks and other people and other ethnicities. No, I think we're all somewhat slaved out to some degree, depending on what our craftsmanship capabilities were. For instance, there was a white people in China they found, and they've seen, degeneration of their genetics through Chinese mixing. But at the original point, when they were there, they were a colony of white people in China. So it's not unusual that it's possible, and they even have broken off the faces on the caves, that these were whites that they used as slaves. So it's not unusual to think that whites were slaves too. Maybe China just doesn't want people to know they were the ones building their fucking ships. Because in England, they had a specification, the Mayflower, certain specs had to be set in stone. And other shipbuilders may have said, fuck that, we have another way of doing it if we can get to somebody with more land and more riches. And they probably were more like workers and slaves, kind of like, hey, well, we won't kill you, just build these giant fucking ships of ours. Now, China doesn't have them anymore, but they have the biggest navy, the biggest ships of anybody on the planet. So, and it's likely they also have white slaves to some degree. So, I mean, it's not hard to fucking figure it out that the PC culture doesn't want anyone to say there's such thing as a white slave. That's like a demon fucking coming into their life and ruining it. Like they're ruining their house of cards that they built up. No, their PC culture can get fucked, okay? Whites were slaves too, just not quite as recently, probably in another place. There's probably a lot of missing history we don't have about Caucasians in general. If you were to investigate the white tribes of Africa, you'll find there's information on these strange white people living in Africa. Now, the claims were that they were not slaves, though. They were actually tribes of white people that lived there. Now, how did they get there all those years? And supposedly very ancient. And also that there was red-haired giants there that the blacks eventually killed. Just by the fact that there wasn't quite as many in number, obviously. And even though they were giants, they were eventually fucking taken and tortured and killed. So, it's not fucking hard for me to believe that we were all dumped off here on this planet. This is a way station as well as a prison. And when we think we're free, it's a good thing because then it alleviates the tension that we're being run like from somebody else outside of our knowledge. And we're farmed, and this planet is a prison planet. Now, can we go fly around in spacecrafts? Yes. Are we going to fly around in spacecrafts? Yes. Will they follow us and make sure they still have a rein on us, like a cow that's not in a fenced-in pasture? Yes, they will. They will still, the extraterrestrials will still farm us. They'll just farm us outside of the norm, which would be the planet. So they don't care if we have a space little colonies and stuff. They don't care about us. They do have an initiative to give us some freedom and to make us happy and so forth. Otherwise, we'd run against a block wall of intellectual gains and knowledge from their suppression. But their suppression is sufficient enough to keep us mildly dissuaded by such words as conspiracy theorists and various other things that have been implanted by not only the human race, but by who knows what entities. to make us think that we were, I don't know, crazy by using a terminology like that. The CIA is known to do that, so I think they have some ties to the Black Project people that are even higher than the CIA, and they come down in from their ladder and say, okay, we want you to, use this phraseology, conspiracy theorists, make it sound like the people are nuts. Eventually, nobody will pursue a conspiracy theorist for that reason. But a conspiracy theorist is no different than a scientist. What up, Alan Stein? Oh, fucking Alan. I cannot believe it. Cheers, man. Alan is I'm not going to tell you what he is because I'm not going to, I've had a video and I don't want to get him upset. Let's just say me and him, we've had some disagreements, but he's good. Hey, Alan, I need a ride. I need a ride. I can't believe, Alan, you came into my live stream. I can't believe it. And there's a delay on the live stream, Alan, so if you say something, it'll take like 11, 15 seconds before you receive it. But I need a ride, yeah. I don't have my phone up right now. Not tonight, but tomorrow. He's my chauffeur. But what I was talking about was, and the same goes for a lot of the, teachings within even the Jews believe the same thing, that and the Mormons, that there's something outside of our human knowledge that is similar to humans, but it's a higher form, and it's from another place. The Mormons also believe that. So that's the Jewish people and the Mormons both believe something like that. Kabbalah is similar, I think. Never read the Kabbalah, but supposedly in the Kabbalah they talk about something like extraterrestrials and stuff. But I cannot believe Alan came in, man, because he's, I always try to tell him about YouTube, but he doesn't respond much. I guess he figured it out. And now he's even got his own icon there. So yeah, I was just talking about women that I like on somebody else's channel, and then just kind of varying off into this terrain of subject matter, which is we're conditioned human beings. We've been designed by design, and we're here like, but the thing is, the extraterrestrials by design are also doing the same fucking thing to the extraterrestrials that are running our shit. So it's like nobody is different. They're all fucking, pyramid style. Higher up extraterrestrials run lower extraterrestrials and so forth. But when I say run them, they can run them, manage them like a robot manually, or they can basically turn you into a Manchurian candidate in no fucking time at all. Or they can just let you procreate and do your thing and farm you like normal. But every once in a while, even a pot plant, somebody will pull cold water on the roots to shock them and make the bud come out really cool looking. And I think once in a while they mix it up too, the extraterrestrials, and they'll maybe throw a little more dissemination, disclosure about them towards us to relieve some of the tensions that build up in us, which is the frustrations of religion, politics, war, stuff like that. And they want to see if they can manipulate some things, but a more of a natural way instead of a more Manchurian way. Because if they use a Manchurian way to do it, Kennedy type way, the information will be offset that you do develop interest in. So they don't do that. They let you do it naturally, but they throw in some dissemination, some disclosure once in a while, UFOs that fall from the sky once in a while. Hey, let them pick that shit up. It's not important enough. It'll take them a long time to back engineer it. It's not a worry. Leave it there. We don't care. Type of thing. Yeah, that's me. So Alan, I need a ride. Where are you? Would you already leave? Alan probably doesn't realize there's a delay on here. Now I gotta fucking get my phone hooked up and call him because I need a ride tomorrow. Coffee. Anyway, I need a ride tomorrow, Alan. And I gotta put my fucking good mic in. I keep forgetting to put my good mic in. Oops. Okay, now I got my good mic in. My better mic, maybe not. Yeah, Alan, if you see that chick over at the Dollar General, tell her I like her. Oh, yeah. Trying to get this fan set right. Set right. Five, where are you? Okay, there you go. Oh, hey. I don't know what happened to Alan. Maybe he's not his internet's fucked up. I gotta. You know what? I gotta. What time is it? 7:43. Fuck! I should have bought a little extra food. Oh, well. All right, I'm in industry. Peace.